How are you, my dear students? Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video tutorial I am going to teach you how to solve quadratic equations by factoring. So in this video I'm going to show you a technique in finding the factors of the leading coefficient of the quadratic equation which is greater than 1 or less than 1, and also finding the factors of the constant. But before we proceed, please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button or the notification bell so that you will be updated for my next videos. And also, if you want me to answer some problems or to solve some problems for you, or to discuss a topic that you want me to discuss, please just leave down a comment. Just comment below so that for my next videos I'm going to teach you how to solve or to answer your problems. And also I'm going to discuss the topic that you want me to discuss for my next videos. Okay, so this time we will proceed now in solving quadratic equation by factoring. So the quadratic equation written in standard form, it is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, wherein a is not equal to 0. Now, the standard form, we are going to express that in factored form. So this is my solution. Let a, this is our leading coefficient. So the leading coefficient, this is the numerical coefficient of the quadratic term. This is our quadratic term, ax squared. Bx is our linear term, and c is our constant term. So those are the terms that we use in quadratic equation. So let a equals a sub 1 times a sub 2. So a sub 1 and a sub 2, these are the factors of a, the factors of our leading coefficient. And c equals r sub 1 times r sub 2. r sub 1 and r sub 2, these are our factors of the constant. And if a is equal to 1, this is already our roots or solutions of our quadratic equation. And b equals a sub 1 times r sub 2 plus a sub 2 times r sub 1. So we are going to use these variables in factoring the numerical coefficients of the quadratic term, or rather the leading term, and also the constant, so that we can substitute these values to our factored form of the quadratic equation. So let the factored form of quadratic equation be quantity a sub 1 x plus r sub 1 times quantity a sub 2 x plus r sub 2 equal to 0. Okay. So the steps in factoring quadratic equation: first, you are going to factor the leading coefficient, which is a. Then step 2, factor the constant c. And step 3, select from the factors and substitute a sub 1 times r sub 2 plus a sub 2 times r sub 1 to find b. Then step 4, express the equation as product of two binomials. So that is quantity a sub 1 times x sub 1 plus r sub 1 times quantity a sub 2 x sub 2 plus r sub 2 equals 0. Then step 5, apply zero product property. Then step 6, solve for x. Okay, so those are the steps in factoring quadratic equations. Again, number 1, you're going to factor the leading coefficient or factor the a. Then factor also the c, the constant. Then the next step, you're going to select or choose from the factors of a and c in which the sum of their products is equal to b. Then express the quadratic equation as product of two binomials by substituting the value of a sub 1, a sub 2, r sub 1, and a sub 2 in our b. And apply zero product property, then solve for x. Okay, let's begin with this example. Okay, for example, our quadratic equation 2x squared plus 11x plus 15 equals 0. Then we are asked to solve for x. Solve for x. So we are going to find the value of x. And the method that we are going to use is factoring. So let us identify our coefficients. So our a is 2, our b is 11, and c is 15. So we have already here our value of a, b, and c. And the first step that you're going to do is factor a. So the factors of a, we are going to write that in this way. So you have here 2, and then since a is a sub 1 times a sub 1 times a sub 2, that is our a. So the factors of 2 is 2 and 1. 2 times 1. It can be also negative 2 times negative 1. So these are the factors of 2. Then let us also factor our c. So our c is 15, and that is r sub 1 times r sub 2. So for our 15. So the factors of 15 are 5 times 3, or negative 5 times negative 3. It can also be 15 times, or first 15 times 1, or negative 15 times negative 1. So these are the factors of c, or 15. And then from these factors, we're going to select to substitute to our b, which is our b, a sub 1 times r sub 2 plus a sub 2 times r sub 1. Then the result should be 11. Okay, for example, we will choose positive 2 for our a sub 1. 2 times, we will choose r sub 2 From the factor of, or factors of C, 3. So our R sub 2, 3. Plus, and then our A sub 2, of course, it should be corresponding. If you choose 2 as your A sub 1, you cannot choose negative 1 as your A sub 2 because they are not the factors of positive 2. So it should be pair. So if you choose 2 here, you also choose its corresponding factor. Okay. So meaning this is our A sub 2. So 1 times your R sub 1, also the corresponding, the pair. So R sub 1 is here because we choose, or we select 3 as our R sub 2, then 5 is its pair. So R sub 1 is 5. Then we multiply 6 plus 5. Then the answer is 11. So therefore, we are correct in selecting now the factors of our leading coefficient and the factors of our constant, in which their product, the sum of their products, is equal to the middle term or the numerical coefficient of the linear term, which is the value of B, which is 11. Okay, I hope you followed our solutions or our step. So we are going now to express as product of two binomials. So this will become A sub 1 x sub 1 plus R sub 1 times A sub 2 x sub 2 plus R sub 2 equals 0. Then we substitute. So our A sub 1 is 2x sub 1 plus our R sub 1 is 5, and then A sub 2 is 1 x sub 2, then plus R sub 2 is 3 equals 0. Okay, so we have already expressed our quadratic equation, this one, as product of two binomials. Then we're going to apply zero product property. So each factor will be equated to 0. So this will become 2x sub 1 plus 5 equals 0, and the other one, x sub 2 plus 3 equals 0. So emphasize the parentheses, but we can also remove the parentheses. Okay, then apply addition property of equality here. This will become 2x sub 1 equals negative 5. Then multiplication property of equality, we will divide by 2. So this will become x sub 1 equals negative 5 over 2. So our first value of x is negative 5 over 2. Then next one is x sub 2 equals negative 3. So this is the second value of x in our quadratic equation. Okay, so for the solution set of our quadratic equation becomes negative 5 over 2 negative 3. So the solutions, the values of x. So there are two values of x. I hope you understand our solution and you follow the step-by-step procedure in factoring quadratic equation by factoring, then factoring the leading coefficient, factoring the constant, and then combining their factors and find the sum so that you can find the value of b, or the middle term. Okay, so till next time, I hope you understand, and if you have some clarification or some suggestion, do not hesitate to comment down below. Leave a comment for the improvement of this tutorial and for the improvement of everybody, and I am willing to accept your comments or suggestions. And if you want something to suggest, just leave a comment. And if you want me to solve a problem or topic that you want me to discuss, just comment down below. But don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell for more videos. This is your teacher, Sir Ababa, saying, in every problem in math, there is always a solution. Thank you very much for watching. Till next time, have a nice day. God bless and keep safe, everyone.